quite some time. And when we get over there, I'll show you where the damage was. But that, although you can find someone to match, it's basically a 1-inch slat for the hardwood. You know, for what I would pay to have them refinished and repaired, you know, it might have been $2,000 difference. So when someone comes into your property, especially in Maryland, you see nice new hardwood. In DC, you know, they kind of like the older version of hardwood. You know, some of the time period, because those houses are a lot older.
Now, how would you do your repair estimate for this property?
Well, the first thing you do is you look at the windows, right? Windows and doors. Look at that. Well, that door would have to be in the front door. But the windows don't have to be replaced. That's about $4,000 you don't have to spend. Hardwood in here is about 900 square feet. And I paid about $4.50 per square installed. So that's about $4,000. The kitchen's always costing about the same. They're all about $7 grand. The appliances are usually about $2,200. The granite is about $1,500, and the cabinets are about between $18 and $25.
Is that stainless steel and granite, or is
yeah. I mean, you can shop around and find the you don't always want the cheapest, because you want to get 1 1/4 inch. Some people will sell you a 1/2 inch granite, and it's not worth it. It's not worth the money that you would save. Even if you save any, they might try. So you just got to watch your product too. So you know, and that's the thing. You're right. Because I have it down so well, I don't even really think about it. I just look about what I can save. Like, okay, the windows are good, the roof is good. Is the HVAC good or not? I don't remember. I looked at it a while ago. So my tiles, the bathroom usually runs me, vanity is about $160, the bathtub's $130, the tile is about $200. So it's about $1,000 a bathroom.
And this basement, did you finish it?
Yeah. Yep, I should go down there and look at it again. But,
yeah.
The deck is fairly well. Sometimes you got to repair the deck. The doors are the ones I use are about $80 each. So it'd be about $2,500 in doors.
Right, that's money.
What?
That's money.
What's money?
No.
You gonna reuse that?
No.
Well, it's gone. It's out of here. Who cares? Gone.
Can they work on that price for us?
What price?
$143.
Nah. It's a good price. I mean, see, that's the thing, and this is what you always have to realize when you're going after a property.
Right.
You're not the only one that wants it.
I know.
So
People ain't calling back. I remember.
no, I'm just saying that that's the thing. It's like I will pay more, and this is not bad anyway.
This is a good size, definitely.
Look in that back.
Look in the back. Yeah, it's mold.
That's
I mean, where
That's
this
is molded.
yeah, you can smell it upstairs. I mean, there's mold in here.
Yeah, there's mold all over this ceiling down here.
Yeah. So all this comes out anyway, right?
Right.
Product,
Right.
Well, I'm not a mold specialist, but there's plenty of stuff on the market that you can get. I think Sherwin-Williams even sells something called Aftershock that you can mix it up and spray it on, stuff like that. But you have to be careful depending on what it is. Well, the thing is with bleach is that bleach it kills the germs, but it doesn't really kill the mold itself. Nothing really kills the mold because whenever it gets wet again, it kind of reactivates. So what happens is you really need to encapsulate it or get rid of it, pull it out. So that's generally what happens in these cases. There's of course some stuff going on with this wall over here because it's buckled, so there's water coming in somewhere. But we've had plenty of snow, plenty of water, and there's still the basement is dry. So there's something going on there because these houses are cinder block basement walls. So I think
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
see
we
it
saw
right
that.
there.
it's cinder block. So cinder block is very porous material, and it's funny that they made basements out of it. But I come in on all my basements once I rip them out, whether they're leaking or not. I will put dry lock on them. And there's also another material, I can't think of it right now, that's a little thicker than dry lock.
What would take you to finish this basement?
This basement is, is there a bathroom down here?
Yeah, well, there's a toilet.
There's a toilet.
But that's one drain. As long as there's one drain, you can make the rest. So for this to be finished, I was trying to see if this was a load-bearing wall or not. It doesn't look like it because it's so thin. But so it looks good. It's load-bearing. Yeah. If you look in here, can you see where the joists overlap right up there?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's, whenever there's an overlap, so the weight is being
Got it.
held up by the outside walls and then this wall, which is it a steel beam up there?
Where do you see it overlapping?
Right up there.
See right
See
here?
right there.
Yeah, so that means it's all resting on there. And he says there's a steel beam in there.
You can see it on the other side.
Okay, and that's the thing that I've done. Now, what I do, so the poles that hold the beam up must be down that way. But all my basements I'd like to open up wider than this. So generally, what I would probably do is put the laundry room back in the back, put a bedroom somewhere in here with a bathroom with access from the rec room and the bedroom, and then I would take all this out and just make this all basement. So I have installed steel beams to do that, which is a feat in itself because those beams weigh like 500-600 pounds, and you got to get them in some kind of way. So you just got to take the window out. And it's worth it. I mean, to do something like that, the poles to hold them up are probably 100. The beam itself is probably 300. You have to dig your footers. The inspector has to come look at the footers before you put concrete in them. Then they come in and look at them when the concrete is there. And then they come in and look at it. So it can take a while to do, but it's well worth it because, again, you're trying to go for the more up-to-date look of the house. So there's probably about 80 sheets of drywall in here.
In the basement itself.
Yeah, once you get it done the way you want to, it's probably between 80 and 90. I pay $17 a sheet finished, so it's actually about 25. So that's probably, what's 25 times 80? Somebody, quick.
1,700, 1,800, something like that.
Yep. So so that's say 2,000 for that. When you pull all this stuff out, the drywall. I mean, if you're lucky, it has insulation. A lot of these houses don't have insulation, and then with the paneling, you probably have furring strips. So you got to put, your 2x6s up. So to get this finished, you're probably talking about 10 grand or so, which is not bad.
Is that including the appliances and the
No, for the basement
That's just
itself.
the base. So the top is 30.
I meant the washer, dryer, and the stuff for the bathroom.
Yep. When I was upstairs, I was saying I pay about for my materials for the bathroom is probably about 600, 500, 600. My guys that work for me will install it all. So, yeah,
And that's opening this up with a beam.
There's a beam in here.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know, even if you put a beam in, the beam only costs you about an additional $500. Between 500. It's just, you know, your time.
Hey, Paul, can you kind of explain the permit process for a project like this?
Well, as a homeowner, you can go in. If you're not the homeowner, you have to get an affidavit saying the homeowner